Today I worked on the brakes on this '09 Eclipse. I'm not sure what other years it is covered, but I'll look it up and I'll put it in the description or the title of the video. For this job, all you're gonna need, I don't need too much for this one. You're gonna need for the rotor screws, an impact driver, or just this, and a ratchet should work. Here in Arizona, it works. There's no rust really, so that works for here. Other place where there's rust, you might need the actual impact driver, 14mm and a 17mm. And first start by taking off the wheels, which I've already done. Get on jacks, and I'm going to take off the caliper. This is the 14mm. You also might need your C-clamp, sledgehammer, hammer to get this loose. The other side was kind of stiff. I was surprised how stiff it was for not being much rust here. No snow and no salt. Unless you're in the northern part of Arizona. So, take off those two 14mm bolts. Take this off. I found a good spot. On the other side I was doing it is you can hang it right up here. Right where this shot goes, like it was made for it. Alright, come back down. Take your old pads out. These ones aren't too horrible. Getting pretty close, about 20%, 25% left. Pick those out, throw those aside. Save one for when you compress your caliper. Get your 17mm. Take off your caliper bracket. There goes the bolt. This bracket wasn't in the way on the other side. Alright, let me get this bracket out of the way and we'll come back. So it looks like this again. Little bracket here is going to be a 13. There we go. Out of the way. Back to our 17mm. There's a couple other things I forgot to mention you might want is like some anti-seize and your brake grease, brake clean, some other obvious stuff. My impact is stuck against the side of the car there. That's my impact got stuck there in the bracket. Here. Where's that? Where did your bolt go? There it is. There's the one for the small one for the bracket. We'll keep aside. Then we're gonna come here into the front where you have your rotor screws, which strip very easy, so I'll be careful. Yeah, so these ones come off pretty easy because, like I said, not much rust or anything here in Arizona. This is a pretty easy brake job on this car. Another video coming up soon here. We're gonna be doing the rear brakes on this same car, so look for that if you need that. Okay, set those aside. Yeah, here's where you're gonna need your sledgehammer probably. That's where I needed it last time. I was surprised because there is some rust in there. I was surprised at how stuck it was. One of some WD-40s, what I used last time. On the other side. Alright, so let's see what we can give it. Be careful that that's when we're working on it too. This kept falling down, so be careful of that. It's gonna fall. It's gonna mess up your what should I say? Your brake line. Same on the other side. It was really stuck. I'm gonna hammer on this. It's not too loud in the video. I'm just gonna come back. There we go. I got broken. As you can see, I hit it pretty hard with the. I'm surprised how stuck on there these are. Take your new rotor out of the box here. I'll put part numbers in the description. Most of them, most of mine come from O'Reilly's. If you don't have one by you, if you have Advanced or AutoZone or something, they should be able to cross the part numbers over into, into their stuff. I should be able to put my part number in the system, have it come up with something. So we're going to put the rotor screws back in. Give me 1 second. Just dropped it into the tube of anti-seize. Yeah, I was trying to put a little anti-seize on the screw and I dropped the whole thing in there. So now, oh, there it is. So now I have a lot of anti-seize on this screw. I'll find a rag. Wipe this off with. Jeez, oh Pete. Oh, this shirt up right here. Alright, so that's one of the small things that can happen. You can just drop your screw into the entire tube of anti-seize. Once you buy one of the small little packs that they sell, and you won't. Okay, now put the screw in. Yeah, we got that whole situation taken care of. Grab them. Where'd the other one? There's the other one. A little anti-seize on it. Not much. It's better for you guys with the rusty areas, like the live in the snowy areas stuff for this, but this will help you out. But not so much here, but just in case. Doesn't better be safe than sorry. Well, I guess we didn't. That's one thing to look out for too. If you don't get it in one of the actual holes. Maybe we did. Yeah, we got it. Never mind. We're good. We're good. There's quite a few. There's more than just 2 of these holes in the back of this. So when you're putting on, you don't have to struggle. They were nice enough to do that. Yeah, just snug them in there, overly tighten them. You try to tighten them too much, you're just gonna strip. So then we're gonna move on to here. What I like to do, not absolutely necessary, what I like to do is pull these apart and re-grease them and whatnot. Just pull the whole bushing, guide, pick everything right off, just like that. So we'll pull them out. We'll get our, I have a whole tube of this, of your caliper grease, brake grease, whatever you call it. And we'll just clean it up a little bit, take some of the old stuff off, put some new on. You just wipe off some of the old stuff. You don't need a whole lot on there, just enough to kind of coat it, and then put a little bit in there, just get some fresh grease in there, and then we'll get a little bit, scrape a little bit inside there. Like I say, I need a whole lot. It's a bit there, probably a little more than I need, but it'll be all right. Right. Put that back in where it needs to go. Slide that back in. Then make sure you pull up over that little lip right there. Get on there all the way. Or you could run into problems. Do the same thing, other side. It's just good routine stuff to do. It's not absolutely necessary. It's a good thing to do. Just get it done. We're gonna have some, got a new Mustang, so we're gonna have some videos on that coming up pretty soon here. So look out for those too. I think I'm making a second channel just for the Mustang stuff. I got a channel set up already, but I haven't posted any videos or anything to it. I'm gonna wait until I decide what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna post them on here, or if I'm gonna post them on the second channel. Just haven't decided yet. See, times when you get like that, where it won't stay, you just probably a little too much grease in there. I'm just gonna wipe some off. We can try it again. Let's do it on a little bit on the other side too. It'll be alright. Pull the pin back out, pull some of the grease off of it, and it'll be alright. There we go. That should be fine now. Yeah, it'll be alright now. So then, you're gonna want to take your brake clean. We'll wait for that. We're gonna put the caliper mount back in. Alright. You're definitely gonna want to put a little bit of anti-seize on the mounting bolts for the caliper bracket. Definitely a good thing to do. Again, you don't need a whole lot. As you can see, here's your splash guard type deal. Make sure it's back against. Make sure your hold down caliper bracket goes in front of it. So hold it back. Okay, so there's one in. There's two. And give us the 17 millimeter if it was. Yes, 17. Give them a good wrench down if you wrench. Not sure what the torque specs or anything like that are on. Rotor still spins freely, so you're good. Now we're down to 17 millimeters. Now we can go on to take the rotor off. Get your stuff out of the way so you don't get any brake clean on it. Get your brake clean. Try to get all the grease and gunk off the rotor. There's some initial grease on it too from shipping. They put on so it doesn't rust when it ships. I'm trying to turn it. There's a little bit more there. The shirt's dirty. Smells like I must have rubbed any more grease on it. I'm gonna take it off. I can spray it. What I can do too is from back here, I'll spray it as I go. Right there, as I turn it. Drop a lot of junk down. That's more so from the old stuff, and that's not coming off your new rotor. Then you're gonna get your pads. We got some ceramic ones. And if you get these ones, they do come with new hardware, so make sure you use that. That could cause noise. If you don't replace the hardware, it could cause brake noise. So some people wonder, oh, I just replaced my brakes, why am I getting noise from my brakes? That's a big factor too, because of this. A lot of times it's just hardware here. People are not replacing. If you buy the cheap ones, it's not going to come with it. If you buy a little more expensive ones, it does come with it. Or you can buy it separately, which if you're going to do that, you might as well just buy the good pads that come with it. That snapped. They just snapped right into place. Okay. Like that. So what I do here. Let's see if we can see it here. Yeah, I see it here is, let's put some of the brake grease in the back of the pad. Gonna need much. Smear a little bit around the back of the pad. And make sure you get the ends here where it rides on the caliper bracket. That's where you'll get noise from too, if you don't grease that up. Care about the getting on the actual pad itself. And then these little tabs are going to go in the tabs in here. Get a closer shot on it. Just like that. And then just like that. Oh, see, there it is. And that one's in. Do the same for the one on the back of it. Okay, at the ends, just like before. Careful of getting out to get on the pad. Okay, then just it's gonna go this way in the back, same way with the tabs in the little spots there. Get some light back here. Same way, alright, so. Take a quick break. My cam memory's gonna die. It looks like, so I gotta erase some stuff up here, so I'll be right back. Okay, it's nice to get both of those in. Here. Take the caliper. Gonna rest it up there. Take one of the old pads, lay it in there. Get your C clamp or whatever tool device you use or whatever method you use to press these down. A C-clamp's the easiest, in my opinion, for single piston ones at least. The dual piston, I have a special tool for that, but then you're just gonna turn it down. This is what helps the new pads fit here, because this is expanded out, because the old pads are worn down. You gotta compress it all the way in to allow room for the new pads. Okay, now that's flat, compressed all the way in. Slide it up here. Onto, sorry about that, onto here. Okay, and you gotta put a little anti-seize on these too if you want. It's not 100% necessary, but good to do. Then once you get both those started, tighten them all the way down. You don't need to overly tighten them too much. They don't need much. Make sure you give them enough that it's not gonna, it's not gonna come undone while you drive or anything like that. And then just use the impact here. Okay, then you want to get inside and press the brakes until they're stiff and take it out for a slow drive. Make sure everything's working fine. And if you have any questions, like, share, and subscribe.